is good, fellas, and hope you boys are all having a fantastic day. Today we're talking about the cheapest and best ways to get training points in Madden 26. Before we hop in and talk about how to get cheap training, we do have a few quick small things we do need to go over. First things first, we are currently on the road to 11,000 subscribers, so if you guys are new to the channel and you do enjoy daily Madden 26 Ultimate Team content, I feel like you already know what to do. Drop a like on this video if you have not already. 135 likes in 24 hours will be a gift card giveaway for you guys over in my Discord. Now that we got that all out of the way, let's talk about cheap training. When it comes to training, there are definitely a few different reasons on why you want to have training. I will say right now, the training store, it isn't that good. There is that one training pack right now that costs you 625 training points. That pack right there is guaranteed profit if you do buy training for the proper prices. We'll cover that here in the video. But the other rerolls we have right now are the 79 plus overall pregame access player and then the training shuffle. I would assume the more promos we get, I mean, you kind of have to assume this is going to be the case, the more training rerolls we will have in the game. I haven't personally opened up these training rolls. I also haven't seen anybody open up these things. I don't know how good they are, but it is good to have training on your account. The other reason why you guys want to have training is going to come down to putting abilities on your players. Now, right now, the price per training compared to what it's going to cost to actually build out an ability stack on some of these cards, like, it really isn't worth it. Abilities right now are not very good. 300 training to get one of these abilities on one of these cards, it's definitely worth it, but abilities right now, like, yes, you should probably start using them. Even with that said, right now, I do think it is time to start building up cheap training because we have so much content coming next week. Those who don't know, we will get the official content schedule for this up and coming week of Madden 26 going live on Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And when we see that content schedule, I am telling you guys, I do expect us to have a pretty solid week of content. And so going back over here to the training store, I do expect us to have some more training rerolls. We played Madden 25, training rerolls were not very good. We are in a new game, and having training on your account, I'm telling you, it is something you're gonna want to have. The way you guys are gonna know what price to buy your training at is by utilizing the mutt.gg pricing dashboard. I will link this down below in the comment section. This is gonna be your one-stop shop for everything that one has to do with training prices, but two, daily gainers and daily top sellers. You guys can see Chase Brown is selling. It's one of the best just running backs in the entire game. If you don't have this card, go get them. What we're going to utilize it for is the cheapest training by overall. This is the exact same dashboard we had last year during Madden 25. We talked about it a lot on the channel last year. Right now, overall is quick sell for 81s for 170, 83s for 430, 82s for 270, 80s quick sell for 110, 85s quick sell for 1080, and then 84s quick sell for 680 training points. On the far right, we have the target prices. On the far left, we have the overalls, we have the training ratio, as well as the quick sell value. It goes from best to worst, top to bottom. So right now, the best training to be buying is 81s for anything around 23.6 thousand coins. Now, let's say you find 82s for about 35,000 coins. The odds of you actually doing that are not very high. That's probably going to be a better ratio than 81s for 23,000 coins. What you guys are going to find the coin to training ratio, which is that number we are looking at right now. For those who don't know, the coin to training ratio, for every single one coin that you spend, that is how many training points you are going to get. To find that ratio, you are going to take the price you pay for the player and divide it by how much it currently quick sells for. So in the case of 23,000, you divide that by 170 and you get 131 coins to training per the 81 that you quick sell for. We'll be utilizing this dashboard a ton throughout the year. If you guys are not familiar with mutt.gg, would highly recommend you guys go dive into this site. One of the best tools we have out there on the internet. When it comes to actually finding these players, though, this is where things are going to get a little bit interesting. It definitely depends on the time of day. We're going to use the example of finding 81s for 23,000 coins. The way I go about it and the way I recommend you guys filter down is actually going to be two different ways, specifically for the 81s, because this has been consistently the best training. For those who want to buy that 625 training point early access pack, it did not refresh today, unfortunately. You need to buy 4 81s. I bought my 81s for 20,000 coins on the dot. So this method does actually work, and I walked away making, I think I made like 160,000 coins. I did get a little bit lucky. I pulled Tariq Woolen. The dude is selling for like 110,000 coins. If you only spend 80,000 coins, promise me you will walk away making some profit. When it comes to filtering down though and finding the 81s, like I said, you are going to have to filter down a little bit. For quality, you're going to put it to 80 to 81s. You're going to set the tab right here by holding left trigger to newest, Anytime it comes to sniping, I always recommend you guys filter by the newest rather than the buy it now. When you do this, you're seeing the newest cards that are getting listed up. You sort by buy it now. One, you're only seeing the 80s because 80s sell for less than 81s. And then number two, newest actually gets the cards first. And then once you have it filtered down by newest, you do have to come over here and filter down a little bit more. You can filter down by conferences, positions. I'm a big fan of filtering down by conferences. And then once you get here, you just have to sit and wait until you see an 81 pop up that is selling for 26,000 coins or less. Right here, Bengals actually look like to be a pretty solid filter. You guys can see Logan Wilson going for 25,000 coins. So now knowing this, I'd come over here and I'd filter down by all defense. It actually looks like Logan Wilson consistently is selling for a price that you would want to buy for cheap training. Basing it off of the dashboard right there, I'm pretty sure it was 26. It might be 23. Sometimes Moshi math doesn't work. It's actually 23. Moshi math is not a real thing. So Logan Wilson doesn't technically qualify, but since we do know he already is going for the low, that would actually be a position group that I would come back and consistently check. I know there is a player that does qualify, and it looks like people are selling him for the low. I'm going to continue to go through these conferences as we go through. Right here, there is a Marshawn Lattimore going for 21,000 coins. Knowing that, I'll pop over here and I'll filter down even more. Maybe I'll go by cornerbacks this time so we can really see the NFC East DBs. And then just like that, bang, Marshawn Lattimore actually looks like a really good player to be buying for training right now. It makes sense. He has an LTD in packs. I saw some conversations earlier today about Marshawn Lattimore not actually being in packs. He is in packs. Him and Baker Mayfield are still in packs technically. They're just not in that special offer. That's the reason why their cards went up in price. And Puka Nacua is flying out of packs today. Back on topic with cheap training though, I would buy this Marshawn Lattimore, and that would be quote unquote one of the better ratios to actually buy this card for. And then I'd come over here, I'd quick sell him, and then I would repeat. The other way I've been filtering down, and you can do this for making coins as well, I've been doing it specifically from the catalog. Punters and kickers specifically tied into that 81 overall price range. I don't know what it is, but Jake Elliott, a pack helper, thinks the card is worth 20,000 coins. So people are listing them up for 20K. And depending on when you are playing, you can sell any of these kickers upwards of 40,000 coins. Obviously, Saturday afternoon is not a prime time to be selling players, but Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday nights, fellas, I'm telling you, that is going to be the best time to sell these cards. That Marshawn Lattimore I just bought, I'm not going to quick sell him. I will sell him off probably Sunday or Monday night when less people are actually playing, and I probably should generate a decent profit off him. Filtering down by the catalog right now, because we don't have that many players actually in the catalog, I think it's a pretty good idea. And as you go through and just keep searching through players, it doesn't have to be kickers, it doesn't have to be punters, but you'll start to pick up on players that either the pack helper is a little bit bugged on. The pack helper is a great addition to the game. It is a little bit chopped. It doesn't always give you the best price to list it up, and sometimes people just automatically list it up on what the pack helper is telling you to list it up for. And so because of that, the amount of players going up for significantly cheaper than they probably should, it's actually a thing right now. I mean, it usually is a thing. It's called sniping, but the pack helper is amplifying sniping times like 10. You just kind of have to know where to look, and that goes back to the point of once you find players that you can tell the pack helper is messing up on, you can kind of filter between those, let's just say 10 players. You'll find some, you'll list the players up, or you can quick sell them for training. That all said, fellas, is the best way to get cheap training in Madden 26. Again, MUT.GG pricing dashboard will be your best friend. Have a great rest of your day. If you guys are new to the channel, 11K, we're less than 100 subs away. Let's get there. Let's get there before Tuesday. Subscribe if you're new, drop a like if you have not already, and let me know down below 1 through 10. Are we rocking with Madden 26? Have a great night, fellas. Peace. I'll catch you boys back here later.